This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. Picked by Pirtle. Here's Dick. Second chance shot. And it's laid up. In by Pirtle.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Outside Paul. Pass to Harden. Back to Paul. From outside the arc. Pirtle grabs a miss. Now quickly. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And here's Leonard. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dick. Outside Barnes. Down low. Pirtle. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And Harden with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Ingram. Drills it from deep.
You know, one of the things Ingram did is make his shooting stroke a little more compact, and that's allowed him to be much more consistent as a marksman.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, he is a legit 7 feet tall, so how hard can it be for Zubac to find the rim? I mean, he's already up there.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all three levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
And it's the Raptors with the ball after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Leonard. Wide open. Kept alive. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Now here's Harden. Screen by Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And they get it back. Rebound, Toronto. Poke loose. Inside. Pirtle. Count it. 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And the passing of Ingram, I mean, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball the way he does, effortless.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Here's quickly. It's rebounded by Zubac.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Leonard outside. Over Edwards. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points.
The Clippers, 16.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more...
Oh, that was something else, man! Wow!
Showing some power. Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Pass to Ingram. Right side Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards has got his first points of the night. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little three happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And here's Lopez from the arc. Rebound, Toronto.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Mobo. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Lopez can't hit. Toronto trailing. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. That gives them the lead. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And it's Lopez with the jam.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
To the paint. It's Barrett on the wing. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
Here's Shed. No made baskets yet. Pass to Edwards. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Collins. Now here's Beal. To the middle. And Collins with the jam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins. Taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Pass to Shed. And here's Ingram. Defended by Jones. From the top of the key, Jones with some nice D.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
the battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Lopez, the screen. Here's Beal. Pass to Lopez. Now Beal. Guarded by Dick. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. And here's Collins for 3. Quickly with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Woo! Decisive drive and finish right there. Beal sees everything out there so quickly. I love it. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Pass to Lopez. He shoots. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Raptors up 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And here are the Clippers now, trailing by 5. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Outside Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. RJ Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. BA?
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. The 3, Barrett. Clippers trail by 3. And you've got to give Ivica Zubac a lot of credit for how tough the Clippers have been, Clark.
For sure. I mean, he's a contender for Defensive Player of the Year pretty much year in and year out. He controls the defensive backboard, does a great job on the offensive glass. And his pick-and-roll chemistry with Harden is already terrific and is getting better game by game.
To the inside, Bogdanovich. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And the Clippers lead by 1. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. And stolen by Barrett. They've got numbers. Barnes the screen. Here's Dick. 3-pointer off the mark. Now Los Angeles with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive, as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back 3 against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Down low. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Quickly drives in. And here's Ingram outside. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested 3.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Pass to Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Knocked loose. Back to Beal. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Barrett. Toronto passing it around. Quickly outside. Back to Barrett. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. To the paint. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. "59 seconds left in the third quarter. Deflects the pass. Gone outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Lopez. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lopez has got his second basket of the night. Quickly, he's got space. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Beal surveying the D. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Collins. Takes the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Pass to Ingram. Back to Barnes. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Gets it off. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 1. Don't go anywhere. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Toronto trailing. Quickly with the ball. Pass to Barrett. Fires it. Leonard pulls down the board. And here's Harden.
Toronto foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Raptors. The drive by Paul.
That's an example of Chris Paul reading the floor and being aggressive. The defense can't react quick enough, and he gets a trip to the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Outside Ingram. Here's the 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
And timeout called by Ty Lue, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Another guy who can light up the scoreboard. Harden is a stat sheet stuffer.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Zubac on a roll. Everything he has touched has seemed to turn into gold.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harden into the lane. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And Zubac is somebody you've got to keep off the glass because when you don't, he's wreaking havoc on you.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
The Clippers in the lead. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Jams it home!
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down. As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
Nice! That one's good.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Ingram! Oh, the confidence. That was deep.
You want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his number is called.
Harden scanning the floor. Zubac. Pirtle rips down the board. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Ingram. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
Picked by Bogdanovich. Now Harden. Zubac. Oh, he jammed it.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's quickly. Outside Ingram. For 3. 5 on the clock. Cleared away by Lopez.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ingram knocks down the trifecta.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And Los Angeles making a change here. Stolen by Quickly. Here comes Toronto on the push.
An aggressive move that time by Ingram, putting up the shot while absorbing the foul.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
Here's Harden. Screen by Leonard. For the win. So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.